Hello, everybody. Today I'm at church and I'm about to share my testimony in English and Spanish, and I'm about to put it on YouTube, on Facebook. I'm gonna wear a mask today, and I'm gonna share how I received Christ. Hoy en la noche aquí en la iglesia voy a compartir mi testimonio con mi máscara. Voy a compartir cómo llegué a conocer a Cristo. Ya les pongo el video. Oh, you think it was funny, huh? Huh? Well, it's not funny at all. You know why? Because I hate people. You see his face? This is how I feel every day. Así es como me siento yo siempre, con esa cara depresiva. Pero yo vengo a contarle mi historia. Because I'm preaching by me. Y mi historia empieza muchos años de atrás. First of all, I'm not from this country. I come from another country, but I love Slipknot, bro. Love Slipknot. You know, I was living in my country with my family. Oh, it's good, man. Then there was a day that somebody approached me and said, hey, you play the guitar, man? I was like, no, I don't play the guitar. Alguien vino, se me acercó y me dijo, hey, ¿vos tocas la guitarra? Le dije, no, brother. This guy came over here, showed me some chords. I'm like, man. I was like, yeah, this is what I like. So in a few days, you know, I already knew how to play. This is 1997, guys. You haven't born yet. Este es 1997. Ustedes no habían nacido todavía. ¿Alguno de ustedes? Oh, my goodness. ¿Alguno de ustedes había nacido? Well, in my country, they had this rock movement, you know, where you play rock music, and rock music became very popular in my country. En mi país la música rock empezó a ser bien popular. Yeah, man, I like it. So it took a few months after I started doing, you know, playing in concert with the band. We were playing in bars, birthdays. So después de poco tiempo empezamos a tocar en los cumpleaños, en los bares. Hey, we have free drinks, bro. Just because playing in the band. Te nos daban cerveza gratis, luego que tocamos en la banda, brother. And then it came this thing, we become fame, you know. Viene esta cosa que llama, sos famoso. La gente te conoce, patrocinadores y todo. Y toda esta cosa. Y de repente, pues, to me it was cool, man. I like it, bro. You know? But there was a problem. Después que me gustó, me di cuenta que hay un problema. El problema era bien grande. El problema me di cuenta que era un problema espiritual because I have everything I want, but I wasn't happy. And I was like, man, what's happiness? And I couldn't understand. I thought just playing music was happiness. You know, years passed and everything. And, you know, they introduced me to cocaine and marijuana. Después que pasaron el tiempo, me empezaron a dar cocaína y marihuana. Y todo esto yo tenía como 15 años, bueno, o sea, para mí eso era algo grande. Y después de un buen tiempo, se me hizo adicción todo esto, pero yo estaba escondiendo todo de mi familia. So it became an addiction, and I tried to hide everything from my family because, man, I don't want my family to know. Huh? And then, you know, years passed and everything. I became very addicted, and then I came with a solution, you know. I'm going to join the soccer league, you know, because in my country we play soccer, you know, with these boots, you know. Look at that. We play soccer with those, you know. You know, y jugamos fútbol y todo. Yo dije, voy a esconder mi lado negativo. So I tried, but it was a problem. In the soccer war, they were the same thing. There were drugs. There were people smoking, drinking. I was like, man, this is the same thing. There's nothing changed. It's just music and soccer. You know, me di cuenta que todo, pues, cambió. O sea, pensé que todo iba a cambiar y de ahí me di cuenta de que los que jugaban soccer también fumaban y tomaban. Y yo decía, aquí no hay diferencia. Luego de eso, después hubo un tiempo, nos peleamos con los de la banda. We hate people, man. Odiamos a la gente. We hate people because they didn't want to meet your friends. You want me to be your friend? Would you like to be your friend, please? ¿Podemos ser amigos? Can we be friends? Yeah, can we be friends? Will you allow me to hang out in the group? ¿Le gustaría a usted que yo viniera al grupo? If you take the mask, no, this is what I am, bro. This is who I am, man. This is rules. So that was the problem. People were saying, you know, you had to dress different. So, and again, just the mask, but it's the same thing, you know. Es lo mismo, la gente te decía, no me querían porque tenía el pelo largo. Andaba todo así, decían, esto no es parte del grupo. So that's when depression came. You know, when depression comes to your life, is when somebody doesn't accept you in the group. So I started hanging out with my friends, man, los rockeros. to hang out with all of them. Then I got a news, man. I got a news that in 2001, I had to move to the United States, man. So I was like, man, I'm going to go to the big concerts, you know. Después de todo, en el 2001, pues, me invitaron, mi papá nos dijo que nos íbamos a mover. Yo dije, tal vez voy a pasear, digo, y regreso. Pero dije, man, voy a ver las grandes bandas. So I came to New Orleans, and bro, witchcraft, brujería. Here, man, in my country, it was just people playing, like whatever, they say whatever. But this is where I met brujería and witchcraft. So I started playing that, you know. I moved from music to witchcraft. Me moví de la música a la brujería. And let me tell you, we call it like the Ouija board. I don't know, bro. I don't know if there was a trick or something, but I saw that thing moving. In a ritual we have in French Quarter. Y esa Ouija la vi moverse. Y ahí cuando me di cuenta de que I like demons, you know. I like spirits. I start watching spirits and shadows. And I was sleeping in my bed. Somebody touched me. I was like, man. And it was something, man. But I like it, you know. Estaba yo dormido y sentía que me tocaban. Miraba yo que me seguían sombras. Pero me gustaba eso. And I started chasing demons, you know. So I went to this satanic church here in New Orleans. And they told me that in order to follow these demons, I had to do a sacrifice, blood sacrifice. And then me dijeron de que yo tenía que hacer sacrificios de sangre. Of course, killing a person here in the United States is illegal. You know, so what they do is that they kill animals. They kill pigs and chickens. Aquí en Estados Unidos es ilegal matar a una gente, entonces mataban gallinas. Y tú ibas a la iglesia esa, you would go to the church and the blood of the animal, they would pour it here in your face. And that's something that they call you sold your soul to the evil. And that's a ritual that you do. And this is for real. This is a spiritual, that's what you do, man. So, man, I start like it. I really like it. Me gustaba hacer todas estas cosas. Y llegó un punto en que en el 2003 me gustaba tanto la música rock y todo. But sure, back in the day, the lyrics didn't mean nothing to me. But after 8 years of playing music, they came real in my life, man. Después de 8 años, la música de verdad se me hizo realidad en mis oídos y en mi corazón. En el 2003, en diciembre, mi abuela vino con una noticia en la que me dijo que mi papá había muerto. Lo encontraron muerto en un hotel. So, in 2004, my grandma came with the news, really bad news that the police found my dad dead in a hotel. So, man, that ruined my life and my family. So I became more depressed. And people in the satanic church told me that God killed your father. And I believe it. La gente de la iglesia me decía, hey, Dios mató a tu papá. Y empecé a odiar a Dios. I started hating God because of that, because he killed my father. That's what I thought, you know. So in a few years, after a year of doing that, music came to my heart, and I heard a song that said that, a rock song that said that you had to kill yourself. Escuché una canción que decía de que para quitar todas las cosas, tú te tienes que matar a ti mismo. And the satanic church, they taught me something that it was crazy. It was the ability to tell your mind that you can do something to your body without feeling pain. En la iglesia esta me enseñaron de que tú le puedes decir a tu mente que tú puedes hacerte algo a tu cuerpo sin seguir dolor. Por eso es que usted mira gente que se corta. That's why you see people cutting, you know, and sharing the blood and everything. So I was at a party, you know, here in New Orleans with my high school friends, which I hate because they hate me. Con mis amigos de la escuela, yo los odiaba porque ellos me odiaban porque no les gustaba como yo me vestía. Decían que andaba loco. So in this party, man, they went to the pool. The owner of the apartment, she stayed because he said, you're going to do something crazy. So la dueña del apartamento se quedó mientras los otros iban a la piscina. Me dijo, yo me voy a quedar porque vos estás loco. Vos vas a hacer algo. So I was planning to do something. And that's when I feel the devil in my heart doing this. Kill yourself.
kill yourself. Ahí fue donde escuché al diablo diciendo, mátate, 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 mataron. This is a real song. Era una canción. So when everybody went to the pool, including the owner, I made a decision. I was like, I can't handle this anymore. I'm gonna do whatever the satanic church told me. So I took a knife. At that party, I took a knife. And I said, I'm gonna kill myself right now. En esa fiesta agarré un cuchillo de la cocina. Yo dije, aquí me voy a matar yo. Que yo me quiero morir, yo no aguanto todo esto. And I realized that that's the first time that music actually came to my heart and my ears. Es la primera vez que yo sentí que la música de verdad se hizo realidad. You're not listening to Christian music, one of these days is going to be in your heart. Si usted no escucha música cristiana, esa música no cristiana se le va a hacer realidad en su corazón. So I took a knife, and then I heard this person running. She came to me y me lo botó. Esa persona vino, agarró el cuchillo y me lo botó. And this lady, I met this lady in high school, and I used to make fun of her because she was Christian. I was like, hey, a little hallelujah, amen, amen. I used to make fun of her because I was like, I don't believe in all that, you know. So she came to me and she said, you need Christ. I was like, I need Christ. So ella me dijo, necesitas a Cristo. Yo le dije, yo necesito a Cristo, estás loco. Me dijo, you need to go to church. And I was like, I ain't going to no church. I'm a member of the satanic church in the quarter, man. So me dijo que necesitaba a Cristo. So what she did was she called me. You know, she called me. That was the point, her point. So el punto de ella era calmarme, so me tranquilicé. I was there, and then she told, that was a Wednesday. That day was a Wednesday. And she told me, you know what? Today is Wednesday. On Friday, I'm going to invite you to a church. I'm going to come to your house. And I was like, sure. You know, ella me dijo, el viernes voy a llegar a la iglesia porque tenemos una célula y te voy a invitar a la iglesia. Actually, on Friday about 7 o'clock, she went. And my mom was like, hey, there's a lady looking for you. So I dressed like, you know, kind of black. I had my T-shirt. I was like, hey, there's any dress codes at church? You know, I was like, well, I'm going. So después yo dije, voy a ir, pero hay alguna vestimenta, tengo que poner corbatita o algo. Entonces ella me dijo, no, come as you are. Me dijo, venga así como estás. So yo vine a esta iglesita, chiquitita, hispana. So I came to this Latino church, man. And for the first time in my life, I saw people laughing for real, man. Por primera vez en mi vida vi que la gente se reía. Y se reía con un gozo. So I'm a musician. You know, right? You saw me doing that, doing my guitar. So I looked to the band, and I'm a musician for 10 years already, by that time. I was like, man, Christians use the same instruments that we use. Yeah. You know, we rock. So yo vi los instrumentos y yo dije, hey, los cristianos usan los mismos instrumentos que usamos nosotros allá en Recibi. Qué raquel, algo raro, dije yo. So they start singing, you know, hey, todo. Yo dije, that's cool, man. Then we start playing because it wasn't a cell group. It was like era una red, you know. It's like all those cell groups come together. So they have a bonfire, yeah, later at night. Era una fogata la que tenían. So I was there, you know, and then I heard some testimony. It was cool, man. And the pastor started preaching, and they had the bonfire here. You know, el pastor empezó a predicar. Y yo venía todo deprimido. I was all depressed. You know, it was heavy. I was carrying a heavy load. It was crazy. So the pastor said, is anybody who wants to receive Christ? It was like, for the first time in my life, I was like, man, I think I need to go. I feel like something pushed me to go. And it wasn't anybody. It was my friend. So I stand, you know. Me paré después que el pastor dijo, quiere recibir a Cristo. So vine yo sentí un calor en mí y me paré. Y voy donde el pastor y todo. Y voy todo con el pelo así, todo. You know, y él me dijo, ¿tú quieres recibir a Cristo? So he says, the pastor preached. He says to me, would you like to receive Christ? And I say, yeah. So that's all that happened, actually. It wasn't a big deal, you know. So, but in me, I went back to my house. And when I went to my house, my mom told me, hey, I called all your friends because I didn't believe you were at church. You know what I mean? Y mamá llamó a todos mis amigos porque dijo, yo no creo que este esté en la iglesia. So llamó a todos y pues mis amigos me llamaban diciendo, hey, tu mamá te anda buscando. Y yo les dije, mira, estoy en la iglesia. Ese día yo me fui, hermanos. Ese día yo me fui y algo cambió en mí. Algo cambió bien grande en mí. Yo voy, when I received Christ, I went back to the house and something changed, man. I wasn't feeling the same. It was the heavy load that I had, you know, it vanished. You know, I feel peace for the first time in my life. So it's not heavy anymore. Por primera vez el peso se me había ido. Y empecé a sentir gozo. So I went back and put another rock song because I want to hear rock again after going to church. And when I went to the house, I put the music and I listened to that and I was like, something different with this because I'm not feeling the same. So I put the song that I had when I tried to kill myself and I was like, something wrong with this. So I called the lady, or she called me, I don't remember. And I told her, hey, something wrong with this because I'm not feeling the same pain, the same energy. Something happened. So she told me, you have the Holy Spirit. And I was like, the Holy Spirit, man. So yo llegué a la casa y no me sentí diferente y todo, puse la música y todo había cambiado y le hablo a esta muchacha y le digo, hey, algo cambió. Y me dijo, tú tienes el Espíritu Santo. Y las cosas empezaron a cambiar. So you know what? So I went to church, this cell group, man. Cell group where I had my youth leader. So I was with him and everything was good, man. So, you know, he introduced me to rock Christian music. I was like, man, Christians play rock. I didn't know that. I didn't know that they do the same thing that I used to do. So los cristianos tocaban rock y yo no sabía eso. So empecé a ir a la iglesia, started going to church. And things started changing, you know. So what I did is like, I started reading the Bible even more. And I was like, I need to throw away everything that I have because I'm a new person. So pastor told me if I want to baptize. So I baptized. El pastor me dijo si me quería bautizar y me bauticé. Y todo empezó a cambiarme. Entonces lo que hice fue que what I did was I started putting everything away, man. Everything that I have, start putting this away. You know, I put away like 200 CDs that I have. I had like 200 CDs. And then what I'll start doing is I need to find the mic. So you know what? Somebody told me, you know, you had to dress different. You had to dress like a real person, you know? And I was like, what's a real person dress like? Put everything away, man. Vengo yo y después de tener toda esta vida, le di mi vida a Cristo, pero todavía tenía la máscara. Y cuando empecé a ir a la iglesia, cuando empecé a hacer todo esto, fue cuando de verdad, y empecé a adorar a Dios, cuando en verdad esta máscara se quitó. Y esta máscara que yo andaba, ya no sentía los demonios. I didn't feel the demons anymore. For the first time ever, I feel joy. And I never felt joy in my life. And joy is not happiness. It's like real joy that comes from God. And that's something that happened to me, that it happened to a few people. But it's the same thing. A lot of people struggle. And I'm going to bring you to the Word of God after sharing my testimony. And this can go away. And I know you guys do not have any Bible with you, but I'm going to have it on the screen. And I'm going to read a verse from the Bible because Halloween was my favorite season. Because what Halloween is that they believe, the Celtic believe, which is back in Europe, that the lines that divide the light, the dead with the living people is so shiny that the dead people actually can cross. You know, and that's why people put costumes so they can confuse, so that dead people cannot see who is who, you know. Of course, this is just a belief, you know. La gente pensaba en Halloween de que la línea que divide la muerte con la vida se hacía tan chiquitita que los muertos cruzaban. Entonces, entre ellos se confundían para que los muertos no supieran quién eran los vivos no supieran quién eran los muertos. Entonces, claro, esta es una creencia nada más. Pero en esta temporada de Halloween, we had to be light. Yo solo voy a leer un versículo de la Biblia Y dice lo siguiente, nadie nos engañe. You're going to see it here in English, actually. Nadie nos engañe con palabras vanas, porque por estas cosas viene la ira de Dios sobre los hijos de desobediencia. The forces of Satan, they're real. There's not a joke. This is a spiritual battle that we deal with, and I want to show you a verse which is Ephesians 6:12. Efesios 6:12. Esto es lo que dice en español, dice, porque no tenemos lucha con sangre ni con carne, sino con principados, contra potestades, contra los gobernadores de las tinieblas y este siglo, huéspedes espirituales con maldad de regiones celestiales. If you see the beginning, it says, for our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but the rules against powers. These are we not see these demons. We don't see these shadows, but they're fighting. This is a spiritual fight. You're not gonna see them just fighting physically. So the Bible is telling us that there is a spiritual battle. And then el versículo 8 dice, porque en otro tiempo eras tinieblas, mas ahora sos luz en el Señor. Andad como hijos de luz. And the English says for SD7, what it's basically saying is that don't be part of the war. Right now we have Voodoo Fest here in New Orleans. It was one of my favorite concerts. Actually, some people is at the Voodoo Fest right now. It starts tonight. People from church, and then that's where I met people that with witchcraft. They do a lot of rituals over there. So I know the people say, it's a fun thing, but this is actually a real thing. So the Bible is telling us, don't be part of them. On verse 7, the word says, don't be part of them. And then on verse 8 it says, I will read in Spanish, dice, porque en otro tiempo eras tinieblas, mas ahora sos luz, andar como hijos de la luz. So the verse is telling us that this is Ephesians 5:8. It's telling us that we got to be light. And how can you be light in a world that is completely lost? And in the Old Testament, you see this, for where you former darkness, but now you are the light in the Lord, walk as children of God. In the Old Testament, God told Moses to build a tabernacle where the presence of God was. So Moses built this big house, and then in order to go to the presence of God, he has to light it. He has to put some light. Para que Moisés le dijo Dios le dijo a Moisés que consiguiera un tabernáculo para que ellos pudieran entrar y estar en la presencia de Dios, pero necesitaban luz. So Moses built this thing, which is in the Bible, that is called a menorah. It's a candle, And this candle, they put it they put it in your house, and it would light, So when the person comes to the presence of God, they had to go to the light in order to see where the door was, and then they will talk to God, That was the way in the Old Testament. For the New Testament, it's the same thing. Jesus is our light, This is your light. So if you want to go to the presence, of God, you have to be light in the darkness, And in the Old Testament, it says that people will see this light for far away. In those days, they didn't have any electrical power, so they had to walk. And when they see the light, and the light was inside the tabernacle, when they said the light, they were like, oh, that's where we had to go, because the light would lead them. So same thing happened for us, for Christians. People has to see your light for far away, for miles away, to say, hey, he's a Christian. La gente tiene que ver desde lejos, así como en el Antiguo Testamento, que ellos miraban la luz desde lejos y decían, oh, ahí está el tabernáculo. La gente tiene que ver esto, tiene que decir, oh, fulano de tal es cristiano, because yo le puedo ver la luz desde muy lejos. So es importante de que nosotros seamos luz en medio de oscuridad. Más adelante, en Juan 8:12, Jesús nos dice a nosotros cómo tenemos que ser luz. Y se lo voy a leer, dice de la siguiente manera. Este es Juan 8:12, dice, otra vez Jesús les habló diciendo,
Yo soy la luz del mundo. El que me sigue no andará en tinieblas, sino que tendrá luz de la vida. I like how it says in English. Then Jesus spoke to them saying, I am the light of the world. Notice that he's not saying, I am the light of the moon, or the light of the sun, or the light of another planet. He's talking about us, the world, because this is what we live. Si se dan cuenta, no está diciendo, oh, ustedes son la luz, yo no soy la luz de la luna o del sol o otro planeta. Está diciendo directamente, yo soy la luz del mundo. Le está diciendo, yo soy la luz del mundo, y luego le dice, el que me sigue no andará más en tinieblas, sino que tendrá luz de la vida. Then later it says, he who's followed me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of the life. So how can I be light? How we can be light in the world? And I know people judge the youth, like they boring, they only sleep, People say that. And you know what? They're right. Because when I see the youths, or because I'm including myself, we don't do much. We just come to church and we sit and we sit there, and people think we're boring. I got a good friend that always says that the youths, they're not the future of the church. They are the present of the church. Yo tengo una buena amiga, de hecho es Belkis, no sé si está aquí, pero ella siempre dice, los jóvenes no son el futuro de la iglesia, ellos son el presente de la iglesia. So you are the present of the church. So people have to see you with this, How can I help? How can I be light, Translating to anybody that doesn't speak English, We Hispanics, we know how to do it, You go to the market store, and is anybody, struggle with the English, help him, Ayúdelos, y usted no se da cuenta que tal vez se lo encuentre en la iglesia. So, una de las maneras de ser luz es ayudando a los demás. Espiritualmente, obviamente, no juntándose con la gente del mundo, Don't be part of the things they do in the world, That's something that I learned during my life. I quit a lot of things, Thank God I quit alcohol, drugs, all that I was doing that my family didn't know. I quit that, but I also quit my friends, I had the friends, satanic friends. I had to quit a relationship with them. And I found out that I had to be friends with people from the church. And I'm like, these people is, these hallelujah guys are not, not much. So, los de la iglesia como que, no, yo decía, no son lo mismo, yo vengo de otro lado. Pero I learned one thing. I learned that people different to you can be your friends. Me aprendí cuenta de algo, de que me di cuenta de que la gente que es diferente a uno también puede ser sus amigos. And they opened the doors to me. People at the church, they opened the door. So that leads me to have a spiritual connection with God even more. So for you guys, I know I just sharing my testimony, and you maybe are saying, I don't have the life that he had, He needs Jesus. He really needed. And maybe my story is not the same one than yours, but probably you struggle with something that I struggle, because I struggle with forces, with spiritual forces. It's the same thing that you struggle with. I'm dating somebody that is not Christian. It's the same thing that, I want to leave my house. I can't wait to graduate from college, from high school, so I can live by myself and do whatever I want. It's the same thing. That's what the devil does. So my story and other stories, they came for the same thing, because this is a spiritual battle. So my message to you guys is to live a life where you can actually worship God, but people can see you doing that. It's not point that people see you doing this, putting music in. And there's not a life in that, God has a lot of power, that you have to do something else. And like I told you, you're not the future, you are the present. So we had to be in mind of that. So I would like to invite you guys, if you guys never received Christ in your life, this is the time you can do it. The reason why I dress like this is because I want to show you that one day I did it. La razón por la que me vestí de esta manera y teniendo todo esto, fue para que ustedes se dieran cuenta que se puede. It's possible. You got a friend that dressed like this, and you say, this guy will never go to church, this guy will never receive Christ. Don't think like that. He will do it, as I did, he or she. Así como me pasó a mí, le puede pasar a él. Yo quiero que ustedes cierren sus ojos, porque yo quiero invitarlos a algo. I want you to close your eyes because I want to invite you to the gift, a spiritual gift that God has for you. The Lord God, He loves you and He wants the best for you. Dios te ama y Dios quiere lo mejor para ti. You know? The problem is that He loves us, but we cannot experience that love because of sin. Because we sin every day, and that's the reason why it separates us from God. La razón por la que no podemos disfrutar ese amor es porque el pecado, porque ese pecado nos separa a nosotros de Dios. But in that struggle with sin, God sent His Son to die on the cross. En esa batalla de pecado, Dios mandó a su Hijo para que muriera en la cruz. And He actually did. He died on the cross for our sin. And He is knocking the door. And the only thing you have to do is open the door. God is knocking to the door of your heart. And the only thing you have to do is simple. Is open it and say, I don't want to get the life that I'm living right now. I want something else. I want to feel that joy. Dios está tocando la puerta de su corazón. Y en ese instante usted abra su corazón a Dios. Porque usted le está diciendo, yo no quiero vivir esa vida que yo tenía. Yo quiero vivir esa vida espiritual. Yo quiero recibirlo. If you never received Christ in your life, and for the first time you are here, or you come to church, and would you like to receive Christ right now in your heart, to change your life, to be different, I want to do one thing. I want you to raise your hand, because I want to pray for you. We want to pray for you. We want to welcome to the families. If you never received Christ in your life, only one thing, just raise your hand. I want to know you. I want to get to know you. I want you to meet that Christ that I met many years ago. Si usted quiere recibir a Cristo en su corazón, hoy yo quiero que usted levante su mano. Yo quiero orar por usted. Yo quiero conocerlo. Yo quiero darle la bienvenida a la familia espiritual de Dios. Si usted nunca lo ha hecho y por primera vez usted lo quiere hacer, yo simplemente quiero que usted levante su mano. I just want you to raise your hand because I want to pray for you. I want you guys to be the light, the one that's going to change things, the one that people are going to say, man, he's on fire, you know? Y que la gente diga, man, fulano de tal está en fuego con Dios y es un joven. Si alguien lo quiere recibir, if anybody wants to raise your hand, this is the time. You're not here just because somebody invited you. God is inviting you. This is the main point. I know you guys have fun and everything, but the main point of this is receiving Him. Si alguien lo quiere recibir, all right, so today I'm just going to pray for it. Padre, Señor, te damos gracias, Señor, por la hermosura, Señor, de que tú diste a tu Hijo, Señor. Padre, Señor, te damos gracias, Señor, porque tú eres el único que cambia vidas. You are the only one that changed life. And we praise you, Lord, with everything we have. Y Padre, Señor, en esta noche, Señor, si alguien no te recibió, te pido que tú le des una oportunidad. Tonight, Lord, if anybody did not raise their hand, and maybe they struggle in their hearts, Lord, I pray that you give you one more chance. Te pido, Señor, de que tú nos ayudes mientras nosotros nos despedimos hoy. Te pido, Señor, de que tú nos des un buen descanso, que podamos disfrutar que tú bendigas lo que vamos a compartir, Señor, porque es en tu nombre que te adoramos. Amen. All right. So that was a pleasure to me to meet some people, new people, the ones that I know, you know. I just want to share, I wanted to share with you guys a little part of my life. You know, people that know me, they know what I went through. So thank you very much. I know you have fun, and I would like to see you Sunday because I want to meet you. You know, I would like to see who you are. And I'm going to be downstairs. They have some food. They have some Honduras food. How they call it? How they call it? Tajadas, yeah.